All right, what I'm gonna do is I want to launch because there seems to be some concern about Coinbase, and I think what's happening. This is new technology, everyone. There's a lot of people that haven't really used uh, crypto wallets or current crypto Bitcoin wallets, if you want to call it, to any large extent. So there's really a lot of uneducated folks when it comes to the large scope of how to utilize this technology, which is no problem. It's just a learning curve that we got to get over. And so, we got there's a lot of experts in the crypto space that are actually on this Zoom with us right now. So what I'm going to do in advance is ask for assistance for anyone who has a good tenure, couple of years or so, dealing with in the crypto space to help put together some things to help educate folks who are just kind of getting started, because it is an area that a lot of people are just kind of getting started in it. So there's a big area of education that needs to be accomplished, and what I think is a short period of time. So I've been on Coinbase for over 2 years. This is definitely a wallet that I use. There's several of them out there. Kara, you talked about a whole bunch of them that she uses. I think they all got their specific niches or whatever, and some are a lot better than others. But for the ones who have Coinbase, I want to show you something. I have all of mine on a two-factor, two-step verification. So let me punch in my secret agent code here, y'all. This means you have to have my phone to log into my account, unless you're some kind of real sneaky tech person could figure it out. All right, so we log it into my Coinbase. All right. Hey, Bitcoin's up 1,000 from this morning. Look at that, y'all. All right, so we're gonna go to accounts. I'm in a BTC wallet. Let me move this up. How can I do this? I want to get this different angle. That's good right there. All right, let's see. What am I looking for? All right, that's not what I'm looking for. It's been a while since I went to this, so y'all, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Each account on Coinbase is a collection of addresses. New addresses are automatically generated for each payment on Coinbase and stays associated with your account forever, so it is safe to reuse them. Okay, here's what that means, y'all. Somebody's drawing on my screen. I don't know how they did that, but that's pretty cool. So here's what that means. This is the last wallet address that I generated about 13 hours ago. Oh, thanks. They're drawing circles. I love it. Somebody's got some cool techniques and some technical stuff out there. So what I mean, look down this list. You see all these addresses? These are all addresses that Coinbase generated when I was transferring into my wallet. Okay, so any one of these addresses are a good address, right? So, and here's all I mean by that. If someone registers with Amzbit using a Coinbase address that they came and retrieved, and okay, they get registered, and then now they want to create their link, and they come back here and log in to get their address, what's going to happen is it's going to automatically generate a whole new one, and then that's going to create a treasure trove of problems. Call it a treasure trove, but a whole bunch of problems. So here's what all you need to do is and watching this, we're recording it so we can actually replay this for anyone that has Coinbase and wants to understand that you don't have to use the newly generated address that Coinbase creates when you come back to, because when you register for Amzbit, you might not have pasted that address into a notebook or a Word document or something where you can go back and get it later. Once you register with Amzbit, that link is in Amzbit system. You may not really know how to find it. So here's what's happening. You're going back to Coinbase, clicking on Get Address, and it's giving you a whole different address. And so people are registering with one Coinbase address and then using the new address to create their link to give it out to someone. That's only a temporary situation because really soon, uh, tomorrow, hopefully, the IT department is going to have it set that when you click submit on enrollment, the system's going to generate your referral link right there, done deal. You won't have to worry about going back. But until then, here's what we need to make sure. When people go to get their Coinbase address that they're going to use to register with Amzbit, just have them write down the last 4 or 5 digits of the address that they're using. For instance, this one right here, BZFE6, little e 6, or lowercase e little 6. And if you guys and gals want it there, you feel free to copy this address right here, 15RSD, copy that, and feel free to send me as much Bitcoin as you want. I'm accepting all of it, or even Litecoin, Ethereum. So you just have them write down the last few digits of the address. That way, once they register with Amzbit, when they go to get their link to their Bitcoin address to create their Amzbit link, all they got to do is come here, click on Tools, and then click on Addresses. It's going to automatically come up, and then they just match the last 4 or 5 digits that they wrote down with the address, and it's probably the very first one, right? Might be the second one, just depends. But when they match it, all they got to do is copy that address and use that to create their link to share the Amzbit opportunity. Hold on, I got a couple of messages here. I use blockchain a while ago. No, not a problem at all to use blockchain. Not a single problem at all. I love that when that happens. My friend says, you got some more info? Cool deal. So we'll get with him later. All right, so I wanted to kind of cover that with everyone about the Coinbase wallet. And that's cool that you use blockchain, because I actually use blockchain for mine. I'd really like to know who's drawing on my screen. How does that work? Let me stop my screen share. Now I went away. Okay, so that was one thing I wanted to cover. The next thing I want to cover, that's right, as long as you use, thank you, Carol, that's exactly right. Okay, so the next thing I want to cover is this, how to actually go about the registration process real quick. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen again. And we're going to get out of Coinbase, I think. Because that. Can I move this? Yes. All right. Boom. Okay. So once you have, what's going to happen is you're going to get your sponsor's link. You're going to click on it, and it's going to come up here. It's going to populate. It might look something like this. Hold on. There goes the drawing again. That's awesome. Okay, so you'll click on your sponsor's link, and it's going to come up like this. It's going to have this amzbit.asiawebsites.net/AMAZ referral. And then everything on the right side of the equal sign is going to say WID equals. WID stands for wallet ID equals. And this is the wallet ID of your sponsor, the person's link that you clicked on to register. And if you notice, it also populates the exact same website, or I'm sorry, Bitcoin wallet address where it says enroll. It's the exact same address, okay? The only thing is too long to fit completely in the box, so it just stops part ways. So right below that where it says new customer, this is where if you're the new person enrolling, you're going to put your Bitcoin address, right? Your first name and last name, and your email address. The rest of this information is not necessarily needed. If you have it, in other words, your email address that you use to sign on to Amazon, if you have that and you want to put your phone number, city and state now, you can do it. There's nothing says you can't, you can do it. But for people who are enrolling, like teams of people, I'm just letting you know the only thing that's needed is the new customer's Bitcoin address, their first and last name, and an email address, and then just click submit. But I would check twice and make sure that this address is the same at the top, which it should be, and just verify that you got the right address here. And so for someone who's doing a lot of people at a time, like last night, I was enrolling tons of people. And incidentally, if somebody in the team has teams of people that they need to get enrolled and stuff, feel free to reach out, because I don't mind helping getting people enrolled. That's easy enough. And like I said, come very soon. When the new person's going to click that submit button right there, the system's going to automatically generate their referral link. And when that happens, we're not going to have the issue that we're dealing with right now with Coinbase. And in fact, I think that was somebody who said they had like 25 people enrolled, and the issue that we just covered with Coinbase kind of was something that caused the issue. And I'm pretty sure they're on here. I think his name's was it Peter? I forget.
I think I had the same issue too.
Okay. Well, whoever it is, we definitely need to walk through that and get that handled tonight. I'll definitely want to help. I'll stay up as late as we need to get that particular thing settled and handled. So just chat about that after. Okay, so that's the couple things that I really want to cover at this point. So if anyone has any questions at all, feel free to unmute your line.
I got a question.
Yes.
Yeah, can you, I see you recording this. Will you make the recording available?
Yeah, I will. Hold on one second. I'm gonna remute the line. But do me a favor, just unmute your line after.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. My name is Earl Dixon. How you doing?
Hey, Earl. Good, man. Yeah, I am recording it. I will make it available. In fact, I got the one from earlier. I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna upload this one to my YouTube channel and put the link in the group.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Keith?
Yes.
This is Jim Litch in Kansas.
Hey, Jim.
I just trying to get one of my new signups on the meeting, and he's having trouble getting the Zoom. I've been trying to help him, but he's not getting it. That's all I had.
Okay. I'm not sure why not. Let me try to do something. Let's see. Invite. Copy invitation. Maybe you can in the chat. I just pasted the meeting ID. So if you want to maybe try to get that over to him.
Hey, Keith.
Hey.
Hey, it's Dawn. Chris and Raven was having a trouble signing into the Zoom too. Same problem.
Okay.
She was getting an error message. It said retry every time she clicked on the link.
Oh wow! Well, she is here, but that shouldn't happen because
yeah,
I'm paying good money for the maximum coverage here.
Just wanted you to know.
Thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome. Hi, Jamie.
Hey.
Keith, got another question for you.
Yes.
So have you already? I guess I'm a little late because I was just told that this was going on. I know we have opportunity to sign up for the program, and it's not. And I listened to the owner says that this is not. It's not Amazon, but we're basically a portal on a link.
Yes.
Going to Amazon, and we get paid for bringing people through that portal. Have you talked about how we actually make money as far as the products are concerned, as far as purchasing products on Amazon? Have you spoken about that?
Not yet, but I can. I've actually spoke about it in previous ones, but I'll definitely hit it again now. Okay. So what happens is, let's say, Earl, you enroll. Okay, you get your position.
Right.
And whenever the portal opens up, it's not opened up yet, but it's going to be really soon, right after Satoshi Nakamoto Day on January 3rd.
Right.
Let's say you just want to be a customer. So Earl, you go shopping. You shop at Amazon quite often, and except now you heard about this really cool deal where you can log in. You can register on Amzbit's website and go shopping through Amazon at Amazon through Amzbit's portal. Well, when you do that, when you shop through their affiliate partnership portal, you're going to create volume at Amazon for Amzbit. Amzbit makes a commission based upon the volume that your purchasers create at Amazon, whatever that volume is. I don't know how all that works, but the commission is paid to Amzbit, and Amzbit converts it to Bitcoin and pays you 50% of that commission just for doing nothing different than what you'd have done outside of Amzbit's portal. Now you're doing it through Amzbit, and you're going to get 50% of the commission generated. Now, there are other companies out there that kind of have a similar concept, inviting people to shop at Amazon through their portal. There's one out there that when you go to register on their website to shop at Amazon, you pick your favorite charity, and they send 50% of their commission that they get because you shopped at Amazon to your favorite charity, and they keep 50% of the commission for their profit. Well, Amzbit's different. Amzbit's not keeping none of that commission because whoever referred you, Earl, is if they have a smart contract in place, they get the other 50% of that commission generated when you went shopping. I muted you, so what did you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said that's awesome. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm looking forward to learning more.
So now watch this. When you let's say you decide you want to get you a smart contract and upgrade to a partner affiliate of Amzbit, you can do that. And if you do that now, because you're the smart contract holder shopping through the portal, you get 100% of that commission generated by your purchase. Your sponsor doesn't get anything from that, but they earn a referral bonus for you upgrading to a smart contract.
Okay, awesome.
Got
awesome. It? Yeah, sure do.
Okay. Hey, Keith, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have they? This is Andre Russell from out of Carolina.
Hey, Andre.
Hey, what's up? So my question is, how would payouts be done? Will it be like on a weekly basis, monthly? Do you know if it's going to be? I'm imagine it can't be daily because of Bitcoin fees being so high. But how does that work?
Well, that's a great question. And Earl, incidentally, that was a great question you had too as well. As far as the Amazon commission payments to Amzbit that they're going to be converting, I don't know the answer to that one. Burke had led or mentioned that it was going to be as soon as possible, whatever that means. I don't know what the rotation is, how Amazon pays those commissions out. That's a partner affiliate agreement. Those details will be out very, very shortly. As far as the smart contract payments, those are going to be instant. When I pay my smart contract on the Amzbit platform, it's immediately divided. In other words, instead of the company grabbing a hold of it and taking possession and having to like handle those transactions, it's basically going to go from me to the referring affiliates that it needs to go to.
Got you. So we would pay you $100 one time, and then it would just split to who it needs to go to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's going to be monthly renewable. Now, here's what I do know. The first time you activate a smart contract, that gets you commissions, Amazon shopping commissions that's paid to Amzbit. That qualifies you for those commissions for life. You don't never need to reactivate another smart contract the entire time you're involved in this platform. You just need to activate the first one. And that qualifies you for the commissions that Amzbit receives when you shop and or when your customers shop.
Right. That's awesome.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Great question.
Also, but once you pay that $100, I thought that was a real current 100 until you got 3 people.
Now here's how it works. It's renewable every month. You'll have to renew it every month if you want to. If every 35 days, basically. If you want to stay in the community smart contract ecosystem, so to speak.
Yeah.
But when you refer 3, then the commissions you earn for those smart contract bonuses, that pays it pays for yours, so to speak.
Right.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. So you get 3, and that'll cover your monthly contract amount,
Yes.
right? Okay. And the last question is, I heard the owner talking about Amazon Prime and how when you first that first $25, we don't receive that. It goes toward $5 of that goes toward the Amazon Prime membership. Now, if you already got an Amazon Prime membership, how does that affect it? Because I already use Amazon Prime.
Okay. First, I got a question for you. Are you a seasoned network marketer? You've been in the business for a while, direct sales?
Yeah.
That's not your last question, then. I know better than that.
Okay. Okay. I got that. Okay.
Keith, it's Mary. I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me just answer Earl real quick, and I'll come right back.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it's not the $25.
Okay.
When we actually look at the math on the way the smart contract works, 50% of it's paid into the of each smart contract is paid into the ecosystem of the affiliates. The other 50 system goes into the genealogy. When I say ecosystem, I mean the front line, the personal enrollments. The other 50 goes into the genealogy, and it's the first $5 of that part that pays for Amazon Prime for everyone. For you, like when your smart contract pays for your Amazon Prime, Jamie's smart contract pays Amazon Prime, and it doesn't. There's going to be some people who don't have Amazon Prime and some that do. And so just a combination of those funds takes care of Amazon Prime for the collective, so to speak.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's all part of the compensation structure. So very soon, y'all, there's actually going to be, I should have it tomorrow. I thought I was going to have it today, but I should have it tomorrow, an actual PowerPoint presentation that details the compensation plan, PDF documents. And I'll be able to actually do a presentation and show the different generations of bits and what you can expect to earn on each level as you generate bits downline. And it's truly amazing. Y'all, I learned about this on the 15th of December, and I haven't slept more than 5 hours a night ever since then because I'm just so excited what this is going to do for every single one of y'all on this Zoom right now, and the people that you're referring to. It's just going to be absolutely, from a monetary standpoint, from a financial standpoint, I think it's going to completely disrupt what we all know as home-based entrepreneurship.
So people won't have to buy the Amazon Prime anymore.
Correct.
They're already going to have it. So once your
So I can cancel it.
subscription expires, then you won't ever have to buy it again.
Correct.
And that was my point. Thank you. And that's the base of the question I was asking is if I'm already an Amazon Prime member and we get this, and as I get my contract, can I just let my old Amazon Prime just go and pay for it? Okay.
That's exactly right. Yep. Good point.
Okay, Keith, can I ask a question real quick?
Of course you can, man.
I'm going to say no. Go ahead, say no. So I have several people that are new to crypto, and they have got their Coinbase account set up, and they're funding them right now. And of course, their $100 isn't going to be there. 110 plus fees won't be there till, say, January 5th or 6th. Is the smart contract going to be just like on a set date, or can they just join as soon as they get their funds available?
They can join as soon as they get funds available.
And then how does that work for people that they have gotten their downline that have already got their Coinbase and their contract going? Are they losing those funds? Do they get passed up?
No, I'm certain as you know, as soon as they activate that smart contract, I'm gonna check with Burke to make sure. But so don't hold me to this, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a window of activation that will still qualify you for those commissions.
Yeah, because I remember it was paid daily, and if January 3rd we were all active, and 5 or so people on my whatever didn't get activated, and they had 10 people below them that were activated, I was thinking, would that just pass up the top, or are they going to give them a grace? Or
I'm pretty confident that, I mean, Burke, believe me, Burke is all about, this whole thing is for the field, is why he created it. He was actually involved in another company that, I don't want to name the company, especially since we're recording, but he was involved in another company that he built a very, very large team. And if anybody's ever had this happen, where a company just decided for whatever reason they woke up on the wrong side of the bed and they just wanted your ID number and yanked it from you, and there goes your team, your compensation. If anybody ever knows anybody had anything happen like that, this is what drove Burke. And if y'all don't know him, look him up. I mean, he's a stand-up guy, salt of the earth kind of guy. He's written several books. I got 2 of the titles here. I read them. If y'all haven't read them yet, these are some really good books.
there's Vanna.
You can't steal second with your foot on first, and the parable of the pipeline, 2 really, really great reads, and those are by Burke. And he also wrote Who Stole the American Dream. That was his first one, and 1,000,000 copy bestsellers. Really good stuff. So Burke, he's all about this industry. He has a heart and passion for this industry. And then when this happened to him, it drove him to build something that was for the field, that focused on the field, that benefited the field. And so that's why it's decentralized. We're on the blockchain. Once you put this thing in place and it gets burned in, it's yours, and nobody can take it away from you.
Okay, just to follow up on that, I know that if we get 3 people, our smart contract is free. There are 3 personals that are paying.
Right.
And as far as shoppers go, we can have unlimited shoppers that we have direct to us, but we don't get any compensation on, say, Tanya's shoppers.
Correct.
Okay.
Tanya gets compensation on Tanya shoppers.
Got it. Okay. Thank you very much, Keith.
You bet.
We got to find my lost guy, by the way. I don't know if you can help me with that.
I can help you. No worry. We're going to take care of that. All right. I got 90 people on this. It's a big Zoom, so I'm sure they got some more questions. Feel free to ask.
I got a question for you, Keith.
Yes.
The way that I signed up, going back to Coinbase, was going through, to get my link, was going through account. And then it says send and receive, so I clicked on receive that way. Is that correct?
Yes, that's how you get your wallet ID. Yep.
Now, that was different from what you showed.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you went through.
Yeah, all I was doing, I'm sorry, what I was showing was how to find a wallet address that you've already created. You telling me what you did was the process to create that wallet address. So what I was showing you, how you can go back and find that same wallet address if you needed to, where you can find it inside Coinbase without the system generating another address.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mary, we okay on that? Okay.
I think so. Also, I wanted to say that here's something that I've done in the past. If with Coinbase, if you attach your credit card or your debit card to it, the transfers are, I don't want to say immediate, but they pretty much are. It's a whole lot quicker than the bank account. And another way to do it, right, is another way to do it is, like, for instance, let's say someone on here is waiting for their Coinbase to settle out, or even their own crypto wallet. Once you have the address or the account active, and you're just waiting for your bank account to be attached or money to transfer, it's easy. You don't have to wait for that, because someone like myself, I got some money in my Coinbase wallet right now. We can make an outside transaction through PayPal or through Facebook Messenger or through the Cash App or whatever, and need the money, and I could from my Bitcoin wallet, my Coinbase, I can get your wallet address and send it to you like that, and using the GDAX system, no fee at all. So those types of things, once you learn the crypto ecosystem, it's a whole new method of transferring funds and moving money around. It's really pretty easy, and it can be quick if you're inside the system. It's getting from outside to inside that sometimes it's going to
Hey,
help up a little
hey,
bit.
hey, Keith, and also you want to let them know that, especially new people who are new to crypto, just let them know with Coinbase, if they attach their bank account, it's gonna take them 8 days to send Bitcoin. So
Yeah.
if you do your credit card, I mean, it's gonna be instant. It's really gonna be instant. But what you have to do though, is you're gonna have to call your bank and let them know not to block that charge, because a lot of these banks are blocking the charge because it's a foreign merchant, and they're not used to seeing foreign merchants. So if you really want to be successful, it'll really tell you when you attach your credit card. Because I mean, I got a team that I'm signing up Coinbase for another program every day. It's gonna tell you that transaction went through, but then it's gonna block it. You like, when the world happened? Call your credit card company first. Let them know that when you're validating your credit card, that's going to send you 2 test charges, $13, $14, and then how much you want to purchase, and tell your credit card company to approve that, and you go through pretty smoothly and quickly, okay?
Great point, Earl. That's a great point. Absolutely. That is factual. We've run into that quite a few times, and so that's exactly right. Thank you for reminding me of that, brother.
I have a question. This is Jim again.
Hey, Jim.
He said something about the bank. That's only the bank. If you put your credit card on there, now I'm in Kansas. I don't know if there's different laws somewhere else, but if you put your credit card on Coinbase, it's automatic payment.
Yes.
Everything's instant.
Yeah, that's what he was. That's what he followed up
Okay.
and said. Your bank is 8 days.
Hear it all, so.
Yeah, bank is 8 days, but credit or debit card is an instant touch. Now, the first time they're going to probably limit you to like $300 a week or whatever, and once you use it for a while, then they'll up your limits. Percentage fee in Coinbase, it varies. All the crypto wallets vary. Some are less than others. When I first started using Coinbase, the fees were ridiculously almost non-existent a couple of years ago, but as it started to hit more and more mainstream world community, these miners are a lot more, I guess, busier validating transactions, and so the fees are kind of going up a little bit. Now, the one thing I just learned, I'm not the crypto wallet expert, but I do pay attention a little bit. One thing I just learned is that GDAX, GDAX owns Coinbase. And if you transfer whatever money you have in Coinbase to GDAX, there's no fee. And when you transfer from GDAX to, let's say, Amzbit, no fee. So it's you can utilize the internal ecosystem of crypto world, and there are ways that you can do it without having to pay a fee.
I got a quick question there, Keith. This is Malik. So by you saying if we transfer, like, say, our Bitcoin, if we have Bitcoin in our Coinbase wallet and we transfer it to GDAX, there's no fee. Can we then transfer that Bitcoin to another exchange and there still is no fee, or how does that work?
Absolutely. A friend of mine did it just today. Again, I just learned about this GDAX transfer method like 2 or 3 days ago, and he tested it out, and he said he's got another platform where he earns passively. And so and don't call me and ask me about that, I'm not going to tell you. He transferred from Coinbase to GDAX, and from GDAX to another platform, and there was no fee. So I would have to say, yeah, to another exchange like Bittrex or even another crypto wallet, no fee.
Awesome, thanks.
Okay.
Hey, Keith, it's Kara. I've got a question.
Who's that?
It's Kara.
Hey, Kara.
Hey. You're doing a great job. Thanks so much for all the help that you're giving everyone. Can you elaborate a little bit on what is the smart contract? I've had some people asking basically what it is. And then my second question is, are there any countries that are excluded from the opportunity?
I'll answer the first one first. Great questions for sure. The countries that are excluded are any country that's listed on the U.S. Patriot Act as countries that have been known to engage or harbor terrorist activities. Other than that, any companies that or countries that are, traditionally engaged in global trade, those countries are probably gonna be okay. See how long transfer to you in Bitcoin blockchain. Alicia, I'm not sure. Real quick, I'm gonna answer this question. It could. I've seen them take as long as 12 days, which is crazy, and as little as about 20 minutes. So just depends on the activity going on. I'm gonna pull something up for you real quick. So redo your first question, Kara.
If you could explain a little bit about the smart contract and what it is.
Okay. This is something I got from Bert. The smart contract gives you the ability to access Amzbit's portal and actually earn the 50% commission of any referred customers, and also gives you the opportunity to earn 100% of your own purchases through Amzbit's portal. So without the smart contract, you don't have that option to earn that. Okay, that's number one. It gives you 100% ownership of your business on the blockchain. 100% of the I already said this, the Amzbit Amazon affiliate commission gives you what's the word? Amazon Prime, because you're on smart contract. It is renewable every 35 days. Sorry, I get messages on my phone like crazy. Renewable for life. 100% of smart contract payments remain within the blockchain community. Creates instant real-time commissions, full control of your Bitcoin, 100% transparency on the blockchain. 12, this is something he hasn't talked about yet, and he's going to be revealing this in the next week or so. 12 modules of a personal, how do you put that? Sorry, my note-taking skills are kind of horrible. Here it is. Personal and professional development. So we have a lot of that stuff coming to help people in their personal lives and their professional lives. And also access to company training webinars, workshops, and exclusive special events. That's all going to be part of the smart contract setup. So there's a lot from what it, for a lot of people, what it might appear to be not so valuable. Once Bert releases all the information about the personal development, the professional development, all that stuff, because that's Bert's background. All that type of information is going to make the smart contract, the value is going to exceed way above what the cost of it is. And now you bring in the compensation for it, it's going to be even that much sweeter. Does that answer your question?
Keith?
Yes.
Hey, it's Dawn. I have a question. So for person 1, you get 25. Person 2, you get 25. Third person, you get 50. That covers your smart contract. Now, when you move on to person 4, aren't you supposed to get 50, not back to 25?
That is correct, Dawn.
Okay, so then the whole theory of us needing 3 to be free is only for the first month, right? So for a second month and moving forward, you really only need 2, correct? As long as you've built your first 3, then for this,
it's active smart contracts. So if it's your first 3 active smart contracts that are personally referred to you,
okay,
the first one you earn $25, the second one 25, and the third one 50.
Right.
So let's say the very first person you sign up next month decides not to renew their smart contract, then the very next person that does renew becomes your first activated smart contract for that month.
I understand better now. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
Okay, Kara, I just want to make sure I got your question answered.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much. And in regard to the renewal of the smart contract and the get three and yours is free, I saw a question pop up in the chat if you have to have 3 new people each month to be covered, or if you can just have the same people renewing each month to be
That's
covered.
exactly right. The same 3 personal referrals that renew their smart contract, you are covered.
Great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask more questions on it. So when they say 50 and beyond, I mean, how would somebody do that unless they're just going to be building super wide? I mean, like our idea is to get 3 or 4 personals and then make sure our team gets 3. So we don't get anything if I give it to, when I give it to Roger or Tanya or anybody else, I don't get anything except I'm helping them with their 3. I don't get 50, right? Because it's under their name.
No, that is you're exactly right. The whole I actually kind of explained this a little bit on the earlier Zoom.
Sorry, missed it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That let me think about this for a second. See, there's that mess again. That just drives me nuts. 12 dead, including an infant and a fire. Some people, based upon their social influence on a global scale, we all agree that some people have a larger social influence than others, right? And so people who have an extremely large social influence will probably bring a lot more people to bear on this opportunity than someone like myself. And so what I've decided to do, am I still sharing my screen? No. You guys see this? Can y'all see this?
Yes. Yeah, we can see.
Okay. All right. So what I've decided to do is first person, second person, third person. And then anybody that I refer beyond that, I paid it forward to this here. And that's exactly what I've done. The first 3 people that I talked to about this opportunity are here. And anybody beyond that, I just placed them, I paid them forward here. And that's the activity that I'm going to engage in. But I don't have an influence of hundreds of thousands of people personally, right? So this is just my thought. This is how I'm doing it. Other people, I know that there are people coming on board already right now who have a huge social influence, and they actually are going to be going 25, 30, 35 wide. But they have enough people that they influence that they'll be able to drive that 35 with depth all the way down to infinity. So that's good on their part. That's the community that they have built over the years in this space, which I cheer that on. That's awesome, because that eventually one day I would like to grow up like that, but grow up and do it here, right? Because my objective is this is what they call a bit, y'all. If you haven't heard yet, they call this a bit, where you bring 3, and then you help those 3 bring 3. And that's a bit. And 10 levels, 10 generations of this expanded out exponentially, where this person down here creates a bit, this one does, this, this. Well, 10 generations expanded out exponentially actually creates almost 1 million people on your team and generates somewhere around $5.5 million a month, which is like ridiculous.
That's too much for me.
That's crazy.
I know. But watch this. Here's a cool thing. But I just learned this the other day. When I say 10 levels of bits, let me just draw something real quick. Y'all watch this.
Happy to know I'm in the right place.
So let's say this person right here signs up this person who refers one person who refers one. And let's say this one down here. These all activated with smart contracts. Let's just say they did, right? And this one right here, they're all going to build it and want to build it, but they just can start. This person here builds this structure down here, okay? That begins the second level of a bit. These people are all still included and are included in the payment structure, but this is where the second level of bit bit would start. And that, all that volume right there, including this, is included in the pay structure of that person and this person and all. You see what I'm saying? So this compensation plan is deep, it's rich, and it's designed for the people in the field. And I just can't sleep at night for what you guys and gals are about to experience.
So basically, Keith, what you're saying is a group of 13 people make a bit. And if 4 people go below just one of those without spreading out, then it goes down and that person builds another 13 people. That's another bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, you got it.
I got a quick question.
Yep.
So about the smart contract, is it automatically renewed, like, or do we have to manually renew it unless we have our 3?
Okay, even if you have your 3, you have to manually renew it.
Okay.
I did propose to the IT department that if you have earned enough commissions inside of your structure, your back office, so to speak, you have enough earned commissions, can that be put on like an auto rebuy if you choose to? Because me personally, I'm like Ron Popeil. I like the set it and forget it option.
Right.
So if there was a way that I can set it and just let it renew automatically for me, I would love that. Some people not necessarily would love that, but me personally, I would. So I did make a proposal that for the people who would like for an auto renewal feature, for them to work on it, and the IT department is trying to make that happen.
Okay, that'd be awesome. And at least give us an option. That'd be cool, like to put it towards on or off.
Yeah, exactly. Do it whenever you want it to. Yep, absolutely.
Keith, I have a question. When you, one thing that I think is, well, it's kind of a question, kind of a statement. One thing that I think is really cool about this compensation plan, everybody, is that you don't have to keep your legs balanced. There's not a 70-30 rule. If you just focus on building bits, you're going to be successful and you're going to be blown away, I think.
Yeah, that's exact. Thank you, Aaron, for bringing that up. And watch, let me show y'all something. We use this diagram again. Okay, let's say in this scenario, this is you, and you brought in 3 people, and they each got 3, and these 2, they're happy with the Amazon program through the Amzbit portal. They're shopping through the Amzbit portal, but this one just absolutely this guy down here, who was a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin of a nephew of a friend, just gets fired up, fired, and just blows this thing out the water. This is the person right here that has a social influence of 100,000 people, right? And because you have a bit structure, you get paid 10 levels of bits. It doesn't have to be out here. This guy blows this out, 9 more levels of bits down here can make you stay awake every night. Absolutely. You don't have to balance all this out here. As long as you have an active bit, right? It doesn't matter what happens out there, how deep this goes or that goes.
Does that active bit have to be in that guy's leg, or does your active bit can it be in any one of your legs?
No, you have to have 3 personals who each have 3 active personals.
Right.
That makes you having a bit. As long as you have that structure, it doesn't matter. You are now qualified.
Okay.
For the entire compensation.
Okay, I'm looking at filling bits inside of my chart. I guess I already have a bit prep. Yeah.
There's no expansion. There's just depth. You don't have to go out 4 wide or 8 wide. You just go
can. If you want to, if you have a big circle of influence, like he was saying.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is there's no rule for that.
Correct.
No, that's the beautiful part about this.
Hey, I'm gonna mute the lines one more time. Okay. Whew. Wow. That was some feedback. All right. Anybody else got any questions?
Hey Keith, it's Kara again.
I know I'm looking right at you.
Back to the smart contract. Quick question on if someone decides not to renew for 1 month and then they decide that they want to go ahead and renew for the next month. Is that is that something that people can do? Can they just renew and not renew and renew just whenever they choose? And then it just affects the compensation for that one particular month?
It affects them. It don't affect you. Everything moves up to you. It searches for the next qualified person offline and you get paid.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It doesn't mess with our structure. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? You got a rock star team growing, and the person who's, let's say, is somebody in the middle of that decides that they got like 20,000 people below them, but they decide they're not going to renew a smart contract. The system's going to look for the next upline qualified to pay that money to.
I got a question for you.
Okay. Just real quick. So one of my team members is asking, so if in month 2, if he doesn't still have 3 people, he'll still have to pay the $100 smart contract to stay a member.
He's got to pay the $100 smart contract, but let's say 2 of the 3 do renew their contract. Well, he's still going to earn $50.
But if he doesn't pay his smart contract,
then he doesn't earn anything. Just the only thing he'll earn.
He's still a member, and he can choose to pay it the next month if he wants to.
That's
or
correct.
The third person.
That's correct. You'll never lose your position in the blockchain.
Okay, great.
And also, he still qualifies for lifetime commissions through shopping through the Amzbit portal.
Okay.
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 All right.
You were about to say if he has 2 people and not the third person, or say the third person dropped off, he still paid the $50 commission, so he just had to come up with another $50, right, to renew correct. For the next month? Okay, yes, gotcha. Thanks.
Keith?
Yes?
After it's Dawn again, after you have your bit complete, like your team is complete, is the best advice that you have to keep just building deep unless you have vast social influence? Don't build to the side, just keep building deep. So if I keep getting leads and my bid is complete and I've helped all my people get their people, I'm just going to keep putting my leads under them, so to say, and just keep building deep is the strategy?
Yes. Depth is security in this, and pretty much any business in this industry, depth is the security of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And generally with this profitability, but there's also some coded money inside this compensation plan that's coded to you.
Right.
Which enhances the activity or encourages the activity of driving depth. Okay?
Right.
So here's what I'll show you. I'm going to generate a PDF document unless somebody on this, I would really like some help on this if I got some computer geniuses creating documents. What I would like is a document that has a circle, it has 3 circles, and then it has 9 circles, right?
Yes.
And it's going to be called a bit. And then here's how you can track it. Each person can have this document, and they can put their name here. They can put the names of their first 3 here, and then track the names. And then once they have their bid complete, they need to be connected with their 3 people and teach them to have this same document, because this person could have a bid document and they could have these 3 filled out, but they may not have the 9 filled out down here. And
right.
So you'll know where to help your people. if everybody fills out these documents.
Okay, because I almost have my bit complete, and I am already implementing that with my 3, trying to show them how to do that. But I just am at the point now where I have some extra leads, and I'm not sure whether to keep building deep or place them to the side, and this is helping me understand how to keep building. Okay, thank you.
You bet. All right. Any other questions? We got about 3 minutes.
I got another one for you. This is Earl.
I know.
So I saw the owner do a presentation on the compensation plan. He was talking about the coded bonuses. He was saying like once you get like year 3, and then you get like when you refer someone, you always gonna get one from your referral. You always gonna get one from your referral. Can you talk about that? And the other girl asked you a question a few minutes ago about once you get your 2, and on your 3rd one you get 50. So it's 2-part question. You get your 3rd person, it's $50. And then the owner was saying if you get your 4th person, that's another $50. So what's the advantages or disadvantages of getting that 4th person, the 5th person, 6th person yourself, as opposed to giving it to your team and then about the coded bonuses?
Well, I'll answer the second question first, if that's okay.
Okay.
We were talking about social influence. So for someone who has a very large following, it can be beneficial to them because they do have that large following to put a 4th or 5th or a 6th in with. They have the ability to, you see, my biggest, not hang up, but my biggest pet peeve is in this industry was always, I don't want to say uneducated, not uneducated where people are just dumb. I'm talking about people who don't really understand the business that they're in. That's where the uneducation is. Trying to train uneducated people about what we're doing. So when you go too wide and you're brand new to the industry, trying to work with 3 people is already difficult enough. So now if you're trying to work with 4, 5, or 6, it becomes almost an impossibility.
Yeah.
So this is why we try to teach people who don't have a large social influence to just stick with the 3, because that's all you need to maximize the compensation plan.
Okay.
If you're someone who has a large influence, that means you are experienced in the industry. You got a certain set of skills, and so working with more than 3 people is not that difficult. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you use that skill set to work with 4, 5, 6. Now, hey, you're brand new. You got a small influence. Work with 3. Get those bits built to 4, 5, or 6 levels, generations deep. Now you've honed your skills. You've established your skill set. Then go out and work with 4, 5, or 6. And
Awesome. Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Because if you do that anyway, like you saying, if you build bits as opposed to going wide, you're going deep to get your bits. Because when you get that 10th level, there's a lot of money down there if you really want to move toward that direction. But now when you're doing it coded anyway, as you helping your people, talk to us about how that coded ties into that as opposed to going wide.
Look, absolutely, and that's what I love about the coded bonus, because it pays someone to build deep. And here's what I mean by that: your second team, your second position, your 3rd position, and on, second and on. Okay. Anytime when your second person signs their 1st person, that person's coded to you. So when that person signs up and activates a smart contract, $25 to you every time they activate a smart contract. When that 1st person signs up their 1st person in your second team, that generates another coded bonus to you. When that 1st person's 1st person signs up their 1st person and their 1st person and their 1st person down to infinity, it's all coded to you. Okay? Watch this. I just learned this the other day because I didn't know this part. I was saying, Bert, $25 is missing somewhere. Where's this other $25 going? And it's your second person's 1st and 2nd person, and then their 1st and 2nd person, and their 1st and 2nd person. Not just the 1st person everybody signs, but their first and second person that they sign are coded to you.
Wow.
And that's not just in your second team, it's in your third team also. So you got a depth coded bonus. So there's an incentive to drive depth. Okay. Does that help?
Oh yeah, it really helps. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sure.
it can help the pocketbook too.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, cool. And that'll really get a lot clearer once Bert releases this next compensation plan video and gives me that PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Because I love compensation plans, and Jamie will tell you, math fascinates me, so I dig deep into these comp plans to make sure I know where all the money's at.
Is there any video on the customer side? Is there any video explaining the customer side and how to acquire? Why you should attain customers and the benefit of getting customers? And any video that explains that yet?
Not yet, Earl. Great question. That is coming. He didn't release that yet because we're not actually enrolling customers to go through shop through the portal. But right before that part gets lit up, he's going to release it.
Thank you.
This is John. I'm sorry about earlier with the background noise, but I couldn't see what you guys were showing the video. So yeah, my question is, how do we go about getting that? It's been recorded, getting the recording, and more importantly, also getting the compensation plan. I assume there was a video showing that.
Yes, and are you part of the Facebook, the Amzbit Facebook group? Did you get added to
No,
that?
I got invited today, so this is my first hearing
Okay.
this. I was like,
All right. No worries. Whoever invited you to the opportunity, have them add you to the Amzbit Facebook group. In the video section, I just uploaded earlier today, there is a video that outlines, it's kind of like a preview of the compensation plan. So it's there. And what was your first question?
yeah, how do we go about getting the recording of this?
Okay, yeah. As soon as we're done, I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. And then once I do that, I'm going to post a link inside that Facebook group.
Okay, can I go one more quick question real quick?
Hey, look, hey, questions are free.
Is there an existing back office at the moment?
Hey, questions are free, John. Answers are $50, man. Keep asking me. I'll give you my Bitcoin address.
Back office at the moment?
Not yet. That's coming. The target is to have that just before Satoshi Day, which is January 3rd, when we'll be able to activate our smart contract. So it's coming.
Keith, I got a question.
Yes.
I just had one of the people that I signed up here. They said, "How can you?" Let me see how he said that. Anyway, how can you grow if you can't advertise? What I told him is he can advertise just so long as he doesn't allow somebody to get on the Amzbit's Facebook. Just as long as he doesn't advertise on the Amzbit Facebook. Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I've never taken this to public social media.
Right.
There's quite a few people in this chat that are partnered with me in another opportunity, and I've never went social public with this. I've only contacted key people through private messenger, and I think that's the best way to build it anyway. I mean, there's several companies out there that you can't even advertise in social media at all.
Right.
If you're going to build it, you just got to do it through a personal contact, which I always did like that concept.
Right.
But marketing is evolving. There's a lot of really skilled marketers that are involved here. Kenny Jacoby's one of them. Kara's one of them. I mean, there's a lot of them here. Aaron Maybank, a lot of them. Georgina Sikora, you probably yourself too, Jim. So there's a lot of really good marketers, and so those folks have the skill set needed to do it the right way, and so it doesn't become spammy. If that's a good word.
Right.
And it just keeps the whole intention of not going social public with it is that sometimes it kind of cheapens the opportunity. Does that make sense?
Well, I've been trying to follow the 3 questions. Talk to them before and make sure they're interested. Let them know it's a closed group, and then no public postings.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to follow. So I just wanted to make sure that's what I'm on the right track with that.
Absolutely. I think that's good, brother. And I'll just share, everybody has their own concept on marketing and things that they talk to people. All I have been doing is I'll reach out and ask people, I'll send them a private message. Hey, do you shop on Amazon? I know someone in the family that does. And I'll ask that question, and I won't go any deep, but just ask that question. That's one of the questions I ask. Another question I've asked people is that, hey, do you know who Burke Hedges is? And I'll just send that message out and let people respond. Oh, absolutely. Were you kidding? I shop at Amazon every day. Or, no, who's Burke Hedges? Well, so my answer is different for each one, of course. Well, hey, this guy Burke Hedges, he figured out a way to combine the largest retailer in e-commerce with the hottest trend in the crypto world called Bitcoin. He's combining shopping online with Bitcoin where people can earn free cryptocurrency. Are you open to something like that? And if they have any idea watching any piece of news about Bitcoin, their ears are going to pop up, and they're going to start asking some more questions. And here's the thing about the Facebook group that we got. We recently learned this system called ATM, Add, Tag, and Message. And so that's why these videos are in there. So when you create an interest with someone that's asking, hey, I'd like to know more about that. Sounds good. Tell me more. Hey, say, hey, great. We got a secret Facebook group. I'm going to add you and tag you in a video that really explains what we're doing. And then at the same time, I'll leave you a message on when we're going to get back together. And so you do that. You add them to the Facebook group. Once they get added, you'll tag them in the video, and you'll let them know, hey, this is the video we talked about. Watch it, and we'll connect a little bit later on this afternoon. And that's a very simple process. It's duplicatable. You can teach people that, and then next thing you know, you're growing like crazy.
Okay.
If you're not already growing like crazy.
Right. Well, I just want to thank you, Keith, for what you're doing for all of us, and I'll also thank you later when we all get rich.
Brother, I'm on that page, man. We're gonna party in the Bahamas or wherever that place.
Thanks, Keith.
Can I ask a question?
Keith,
A question about.
Hello?
Got two questions.
Okay, go ahead. I don't know who was first.
Okay, this is Lanice and Marietta. I had a question. It goes back to the compensation plan as far as getting your first 3 people.
Yes.
And it seems like some things are unlocked. I forget what you called it, is unlocked once you get your second and your third person. So what happens to the volume that the first person brings? Like I put a power player like in my first position, and it seems like the way it's set up that I only get paid on the second and third and not the first.
Oh, no, that's not correct. I didn't if that was how my explanation came across, I certainly apologize, because that's not what I intended. No, you get paid on all that volume. Their smart contracts, $50 of every smart contract pays downline through 10 generations of bits. So that's all part of the compensation, absolutely. And to have a power player I got one too, in my first leg. And to have one there that's going to bring the heat to the team, that's stability. That's not a bad thing at all.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Could you talk about our association with Amazon? Because I know that as far as the disclaimer is concerned, it's important that I know on every presentation to talk about our relationship with Amazon and how we're not supposed to connect that we're Amazon with Amzbit. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. We definitely, let me just do the mute thing one more time, y'all, real quick. Okay. Absolutely. We are not Amazon, right? Definitely not Amazon. We are Amzbit. You see, anyone can establish a partner affiliate agreement with Amazon and drive traffic. Just like I said earlier in the recording, right, in the little gathering here, that there are other companies out there that have the same relationship, and they handle the commissions a little bit different. They're pretty much there for their corporate business to increase in revenue, to earn money. That's not what Amzbit is. Amzbit is still a partner affiliate where they have a website, a portal, if you will, where traffic goes through the portal to log into to Amazon and shop. And because of that relationship, Amzbit earns a commission based on all the shopping volume that occurs through their partner affiliate relationship with Amazon. They're the one that has a relationship, not us as independent affiliates. We're just shopping and driving traffic through that portal to shop on Amazon. And because we're doing it, creating a community, the smart contract community on the blockchain has its separate and independent compensation structure in addition to what the commissions that Amzbit's earning from all the shopping that's occurring through their portal. But we are not Amazon. Definitely do not go out there and say, hey, Amazon's paying Bitcoin through a network marketing structure. No, they're not. They're definitely not doing that. Amzbit is Amzbit, and they just have a partner affiliate relationship with Amazon to drive traffic through their portal for people to purchase through Amazon. That's the relationship.
Hey, Keith, can I ask my question now?
Yes, I'm sorry, definitely.
Okay, that's okay. That's a lot of people on here. I have a couple of people that I enrolled several hours ago, and they're not showing up on the list on the site, the report.
Okay.
Is there a reason for that, or is there something going on?
It's I don't know. Here's what I would ask. Here's what I'd like for you to do is send me send me a private message with their names. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna jump back there and look, and we'll get it figured out. It's sometimes it's has something to do with the registration link they signed up with. So, but we'll definitely get it figured out as to what's happened.
Okay, and also, what does in the same report where it says direct, and then it says leg, and then it says QM and QD, what does that mean?
QP.
QP, okay.
Yeah, qualified member and qualified partner. Those are columns and categories for down the road.
Okay.
Once the smart contracts are initiated, that's where all that's going to come into play. It's not being populated properly right now because the smart contracts are not initiated.
Okay, but is the direct and the leg column, are those right? Because mine keeps changing, and
No.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
So we don't really know, like, where's who, right?
Yeah, you do actually. The first two columns, the first column to the left of the individual's name is their member ID. The second column, the one that's directly next to the member's name, is their sponsor's ID. So you can find your ID, right? Find your name on the thing and get your ID, which is the number all the way to the left. Just focus on the last four numbers, and then you can go through the genealogy and look for your people's names. And right next to their name should be your member ID as the sponsor.
So those are our directs.
Yes.
The ones that, okay, because
Yeah.
that number was jumping around. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
So,
it's
okay.
not, that number's not accurate, but the actual tracking of the people who are registering, that is all accurate. Yeah.
So we need to go by our ID, not the number in the column.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
I thought we didn't have a back office. What is this report? What did I miss here?
Well, it's not our back office. It's a corporate report. If you go to amzbit.org, amzbit.org, and you can actually scroll down towards the bottom of the corporate page, and you'll see some reports. And you can go just fool with them, click on them, and mess with the reports. That's an up-to-date report, real-time report, as the activity that's occurred so far since we soft launched the company yesterday.
I posted the link in the chat for everyone.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Keith, I'm in there twice. I'm remember when I signed on?
Yes.
Then I had to sign. Do we need to delete that initial account so that
No, they could. Okay, I'll send. In fact, I'll send Sean a message and see if he can do that. Whether he can or not, it doesn't matter. If you just never utilize that position, no big deal. It's not going to affect anything.
Okay.
Okay.
We're in Mexico and South America.
No, we're in South Louisiana. I don't know where you are. Yes. SOCKS. Spanish speaking. All right. I have no idea what I just said. I spelled socks. Does that mean anything in Spanish, y'all? Besides socks? We have any Spanish speaking peeps on the thing? Who speaks Spanish?
SOCKS means that's what it is.
That's what it is. I knew that's what it was. I told you.
Sí, taco.
Taco. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Keith, how you doing? Thank you so much for your help. This is Nina.
Hey, Nina.
When filling out the application, the first part, it says, do you have a Prime account already? Because I think I skipped that. And does it matter?
No, as a matter of fact, that's what I was going to tell y'all. I did show it earlier, but no big deal. What it is the only thing that's really needed to pre-enroll right now is your Bitcoin wallet address, your first and last name, and your email address. That's all that's needed now. Once the back offices open up, you'll be able to go and update your personal information and put all that stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You betcha. Good question.
Thank you.
All right. Cool
I'm
deal.
curious.
Yeah.
I'm from Winfield, Louisiana. How close are you?
Oh, I know exactly where Winfield, Louisiana is at.
Nobody knows where Winfield is.
I do. I've been there. In fact, on the way over there, there's this little town. There's a little bitty small town on the way to Winfield. Barney Fife was on the side of the road, and the only cop in the town pulled me over for 2 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Hey.
Ticket.
Yes, he did. Because he knew you weren't from there.
Like it was like $135 or something.
You just made their bank.
Oh,
Did he have just one bullet?
I think he might have.
Are you joking? But yeah, Ruston. Ruston is like near Grambling, Shreveport. So yeah, I want to try to, get those people help because they need the help down there. You saw the town; they don't even have McDonald's.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, good. I'm glad to know you're from Winfield. We're gonna be lighting up some local meet and greet events and stuff like that, and we're gonna get the South rocking for sure.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Well, look, if y'all don't mind, I was up till 2:30 last night and got up at 7:30 this morning. I'm kind of dragging right now, so we'll go ahead and cut this off. I do have another Zoom scheduled for tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. So between now and then, if there's any other questions that people come up with, I'll post a link in the morning in the Facebook group. But before I go to bed, I promise I will do this. I will upload this video to my YouTube channel so that I can post a link in the Facebook group so it's available for everyone. So
named it Keith Chasen. Same spelling or the YouTube channel?
Wait, say that again?
The YouTube channel, is it under your name?
Yes, I'm sorry, absolutely. Yes, definitely.
But they won't be able to find it because it is private, right?
Yeah, I'm actually going to upload the recording. I'm going to set it to an unlisted setting, but I will give you all the link, so whoever has the link can access it. You just won't be able to see it on my YouTube channel. Right. Absolutely. Hey, my pleasure. Thank y'all. Great questions, everyone. Make sure whatever we learned tonight, we're sharing with our teams so that we can educate the field in a kind of a lockstep fashion. That way everybody's pretty much on the same page. Thanks again. Y'all have a great night. I enjoyed sharing, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.